So thanks everybody for coming. Super annoying that way. That's okay. So the first thing on the agenda is to approve the meeting minutes from February 5th.
Move to approve. February
Thank you,
5th.
Scott.
Second.
Thank you, Chris. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? The second thing is accept the meeting minutes of February 19th, 2026 for review.
So moved.
Thank you, Mo. On the second?
Second.
Thank you, Mary. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, anybody opposed? Okay, so you're up next. If you'd like to introduce yourself, please, and I believe you're here from Public Works, snow removal, lighting, and trash disposal, or waste disposal.
Yep. The four budgets, yeah. Phil McNulty,
Hey, Phil?
DPW Director. First budget being the overall Public Works budget. Overall, the increase is shown as 3.2. Most of that is due to the heating and electricity and also the equipment hire. The equipment hire is basically the bucket truck and the crane truck to cut trees. That's a surge bid, and the low bidder was up by 50% from previous years.
Oh, wow.
So we had it basically
How often do you
to
use
levels.
that? I guess when I'm driving, is it ever gonna be worth getting one or not?
It comes with a lot of responsibility in terms of licenses and upkeep of the bucket truck itself. It is something that towns struggle with. Should we hire it out or should we get a bucket truck? It's always there.
50%, huh?
Yeah. Salaries went up by 1%. I know the contractual increase is 3%, but we had some longtime employees retire, replaced with some younger guys, so that didn't go up by the 3 that you might expect. So that's.
Who's the tower rental bill?
That is the cell phone tower. We got that question yesterday too. That is.
Yeah, so DPW, police, and fire all pay a rental charge,
Okay.
and then that's the repeater is on the radio, on the.
Yeah, it's showing a large percent, 27%, but it's actually only
Dollars, yeah.
1,100.
New building up at the transfer station, is that working out well?
Yeah, no issues. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions on this particular budget?
No.
Snow removal? How do we do?
Snow budget is basically the same. The only thing that's increased is the stipends. Those were just updated from sort of contracts that had been, they weren't increased from 3 years ago, so we're just showing that.
Yeah, and just, I said this last night, so snow and ice is a budget that by law you're able to deficit spend. You must always budget less than what you actually spend in order to deficit spend. So that's why we always keep the budget low. So Phil is entirely right that through the collective bargaining agreement 3 years ago, there's some new stipends that kicked in for snow removal, but that just gets charged to the overall snow and ice budget. So most likely, we'll probably just scrub this out of this budget, keep it flat, because it'll just get added to the snow and ice budget at the end of the year.
Okay. Any questions on this one?
Question not on the budget, but where are we at this year? It's kind of a scary question to ask
Yeah.
for snow.
You had to talk to the elephant in the room.
What was the number last night?
Yeah, so up until the blizzard, we were at 235.
Wow.
And based on, so.
That was with an empty salt shed as well, and the salt is.
The salt is pretty, salt's gone up. Obviously, we're competing not just in Massachusetts, but this winter it was
The
tough
whole
in the whole
Northeast.
East Coast.
The coast, yeah.
So with that said, it was $235,000 to answer your question leading up to the blizzard. That blizzard on DPW operations cost about $300,000 for that week. So we are in excess of $500,000 at this point. The one nice thing is that because the governor did declare a state of emergency, assuming we get FEMA approval. Phil, along with the fire chief, have already done all the paperwork, filled out the forms. We are submitting it into FEMA. If FEMA approves it, historically, they reimburse it 75%. So out of that $300,000, we'll get about $225,000 back. If that does happen, that's usually an 18 to 24 month window. So that means 2 years from now,
yeah.
it would come in, it would just hit our free cash. But obviously, we have to fund it up front.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's the painful one. Okay, streetlights?
No change there. We've been carrying the 95.7. Last year's actual was 80 plus, so we just left it the same. Leaves a little room for increase growth
Okay.
with
Any
new lights.
questions on this one?
Yeah, wasn't, with the changing over the new lights, weren't we supposed to see some type of reduction at some point?
I don't have the trend here from previous 25, so I don't know if that's.
Well, I was just gonna say 25 was 80 and now we're at 95.7. I just was assuming that we would see something at some point, that's all. Not to say.
No, unfair to Phil, because obviously Phil wasn't here. So, yeah, a handful of years ago, we went to all LED lights,
yeah.
and we did because it actually was higher than this.
Yeah.
The second thing is that every time you add a subdivision, you add more
You
lights.
add more lights.
Fair
And the
enough.
third, even though it's LED, electricity still goes up. So what's nice is that we had an initial downward trend. Now we're just starting to creep up. But as Phil said, we've been able to keep it at this number to cover it now for all those years. We used to budget more.
Okay, thanks.
Waste disposal?
Yeah, so overall, that's 1.1% shown at the bottom. Couple of things, the attendant changed there, so the habits of the attendants in terms of vacation and stuff, the overtime was changed. The older attendant, he didn't take days after holidays. He didn't work days after holidays, and the new attendant does, so that's why the overtime number shown as an increase there to cover that. The same thing with the allowances and the stipends. The new attendant has more licenses, and so that went up to carry all his license renewals and
Is that all
stipends.
regulated, Phil? In other words, a license is worth so much money, or is it something we determine?
So for this particular individual, he came from the DPW side, and when the job opened up, he was the one interested. And so he had his hydraulic license and his CDL. Even though he's not using it there, on a day-to-day, he still uses it during snowstorms and so forth.
So there's some crossover
Yeah.
there, okay.
And they're like is it a flat rate for each license that we predetermine what it's worth?
It's contractual. It's in their union agreement.
Built in?
Yeah.
Built in?
It's,
Okay.
I don't know.
What's with the heating fuel? Did we change to a different kind of heat?
The old attendant building was heated with propane.
Okay.
So the numbers basically just switched from propane over to electricity. Yeah.
Okay. Equipment repairs and maintenance.
Yeah, I basically doubled that from 5,000 to 10,000. We've been having some maintenance issues with the compactors, the pistons, the motors that run the compactors, the rams they call them. So I'm just being cautious to be able to cover that, any repairs that come up. It's not like we have 20 of them. When one's down, we're down 20%. So, so that was the reason for that.
Okay. And then the waste disposal, are we on a 3-year contract with them or something?
That's overall it's a 10-year
10 years?
renewal contract, but within that I think it's a year to year. It can go up by COLA, which I think was 2.7 last year, or this right now.
It's our sticker income. No, offhand.
Just give me a minute. 145,000.
We'll get it right here.
We sell
about close to 1,800
Right, but the overall aggregate, I think it's about 100,
at 145
I think it's about 145, no, but I think all money in, I think it's about 145,000.
Okay.
And then, so,
It has gone down, the amount that we sold has gone down as the price goes up. We've seen a decrease in the amount that are sold, not like a huge amount, but it used to be up over 1,800, now it's just under 1,800.
I was just curious if the offset might be.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions on this budget? Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Thanks, everybody.
Don't forget your jacket.
Have a good night. Yep.
Council on Aging next?
I'm
So-
Marilyn.
come on up, Marilyn. Before Marilyn starts, I have a request, because I have some information I want to share with everybody. You absolutely positively have to promise to be on your best behavior tonight, because this is Marilyn Mather's last budget meeting with us. She has officially announced her retirement, and I want to say thank you, because she's been fantastic, and it's going to be sad to see you go, but you have more than earned it.
It is sad to go. This is my family.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Marilyn,
Pardon?
when's it effective?
My last day at work will be April 17th.
Wow.
Then I have like 3 weeks vacation that I'll be taking.
And we have a replacement?
I hope.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so hit us up with your budget.
Simple is as simple is.
No questions.
We wish all of these were like this, right?
Yeah, right.
I stuck with a 3% across the board for salary increases. And the only place I went up was equipment replacement, because the building, she's getting a little older and things are starting to wear out a little bit. So I upped that 100% to $500 to $1,000.
Okay. Do you have anything specific that you think you need to buy, or just?
Not at this point. I just thought it was probably a good idea to have it available,
Yeah.
rather than to go scramble somewhere else for money
Sure.
if something does happen.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that's pretty easy.
I don't have pages after page.
I know. Any questions on this budget?
Not that it's a big one, but the stipend line, the allowance stipend is $350, but I don't think it's carried into the overall. So not that it's gonna change it by percentage, just didn't know what the $350 was. Not that it's a big dollar amount. I think 5190, or am I reading it wrong?
Yes, oh, I see what you're saying. I see it.
Well,
No, it might make it to 1%, it's not a big deal, I was just curious what it was, because it's never been on there before.
I don't know, I mean, I didn't put that in, so I don't know what that.
No, you didn't. I did. Well, it was for fiscal '26, so it must be somebody.
The only thing I can think of, because there's zeros in the past, is that the clerical union, is this potentially for if they don't use their sick time?
I have one union person.
Correct.
Right,
Is it
right.
if she doesn't use her sick
Yes,
time? is
no.
that- It's not.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying
sorry.
yes to you.
Yes. As part of the collective bargaining agreement on clerical employees, if they don't use their sick time, they get another
Yes.
$100 a quarter, or their $80 a
Yeah.
quarter or so. It was obviously to try to incentivize them not to use or abuse sick time.
Thank
And
you.
because there's a negative up top, that's why I think that it offsets to a small number at the bottom.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wasn't trying to make it up.
Are you still getting a lot of people in, and any issues?
We had about, you mean in the dining room,
Well,
clients?
just in using the center.
Yes, today we had about 78 for lunch
Wow.
and single on a regular basis with no entertainment and a good menu. We average about 45 to 50 for lunches.
That's
Um,
outstanding.
And there's
That is nice.
activities, every day there's
Yeah, I
activities.
see all the stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
I like seeing the
Looks like it's
pictures.
busy.
It's nice seeing.
Well,
the
Lorna
pictures.
is just an amazing, she's a person that does all of the public publicity and everything, and she's out there. You know, every activity, she's in there, she's with them, she's getting everybody excited and going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
she's a cheerleader, for sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And
Are we
yes.
gonna have a shine coordinator ready for next open enrollment?
Yes, we have Francine, and she's been promoted into that position. She's doing really well. The training for Shine is this spring, and she will be going to that. And we also have an open position as her assistant that we're actively looking for somebody to take that as well. And we're hoping that person would be also willing to be Shine certified, because more people than one person can handle
Oh, yeah.
needs that assistance.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hopefully we'll fill that position this spring with somebody qualified.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Well, thank you. Thank you for everything you do, and
Maybe-
congratulations on your retirement.
Maybe next year I'll just stop by to say hi.
Come by anytime.
For old time's sake.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Absolutely. Love to see you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Meryl.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tracy, you're up next.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Hey, Tracy.
Can you just introduce yourself?
Certainly. Tracy Aldrich, Town Planner and Director of Inspectional Services. And I may be the only budget that's shorter than Maryland's. So the only changes are the first three lines, which are all salary and contractually related. Those, and the rest is flat against last year.
Okay.
What would that 7% be comprised of? 2 people or?
Yes. Yep. There's 3 clerical staff that support conservation, building, Board of Health, planning. And that's the bulk. It's 2 of the resources with their contractual increases this year.
Do you have like an open position there? Did I see? Yeah.
Yes, there's 1 position open. We're kind of seeing how the next year plays out. There's a little bit of change in the grant landscape on the federal level. So we're gonna kind of see how that fleshes out. Right now, we've reorganized a little bit, and we've got full staffing for the needs at the time. And we're ready to adjust if we need to, but if we don't, we'll reevaluate.
How are we doing with the grants?
Good. This year, all said and done, the total for the grants that our department touched are just over $700,000. So,
We still have a grant writer?
right now, I'm handling the bulk of the grant writing. We've kind of, in the shifting of the resources, we've got 2 full-time staff in the building department that are kind of sharing all of the administrative duties across the department, including administrative support of the
Good
grant.
chunk of change there for grants.
Yes. Yep.
Do you think we could go for more if you had more help?
I think, and that's kind of why we've done a little bit of readjusting.
Yeah.
We kind of went from here, when we first started the grant program, to getting a better understanding of what's available and then what we qualify for in that pool of available grants. So I think we're kind of trying to find the right size for it. Given just the nature of certain aspects of our town, we're only eligible for certain
Yeah.
grants, so.
Okay. Right, any other questions for Tracy? No. Okay,
Thank you.
thank
you.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Who's next? Conservation.
It's Tim.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
So I'm here with Conservation Open Space and Tree Warden,
Sorry, can you just introduce yourself?
Tim Hay, Conservation
Thanks,
Agent.
Tim. Okay,
The contractual items at the top are just salary items. The only increase we're looking for is in our dues and meetings, to try to keep that in line with all the increases that have happened. For $180 per person to go to training now, so gone
Okay.
up considerably.
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions on this budget?
Nope.
And the open space budget is same as it was last year. They're not looking for anything more. And the tree warden, again, same as last year, no changes.
Okay, any questions for Tim?
Pretty straightforward.
Nice and easy.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
Yeah. The building.
Good evening.
Hello.
All right. I am Nick Iafredi, the building commissioner in town.
Hello, how are you?
Nice to meet all of you. So I'll start with the building department. The building department's simple. We kept everything level minus contractual increases for the appointed official.
Okay.
Inspector of wires, same thing. Everything was level minus the 2 inspector positions, which is a standard 3% raise.
And you see the travel and phone stipend?
That I kept the same for the electrical, for the inspector of wires. For the plumbing and gas inspector, they both have the same stipends, but last year the electrical inspector increased his stipend. So for the plumbing and gas inspector, I was just looking to align him with the electrical inspector's stipend, because they both have the same job description, both do the same amount of work.
Okay.
These contractual agreements are just set up between you and the inspectors.
The stipends?
No, salary and stipends.
So I don't do the contractual stuff with those inspectors. That has nothing to do with me. But this was the budget when I came in the door back in March. So I tried to keep it level, not cause it too many waves.
Okay.
But my thinking was between
Sure.
the electrical inspector and the plumbing and gas inspector, their job description is equivalent.
Yeah, so Mo, just to answer your question, all union employees this year, we are budgeting 3%. Department heads are the same as well. And so usually what the board does in June, going into the next fiscal year, whatever we are doing with everybody else, they will do with we call them the non-union, non-contractual employees. So that would include the inspectors, just so it's fair.
So they're like year-to-year agreements?
They're 100% year to year. They are employees at will.
Okay.
Okay,
Any
so
other questions on these two? The 3 budgets, I guess?
Guess my only question, sorry, that would be is, I see you wanting to keep it flat, which is great, but I mean, you have gasoline, you have vehicle repairs, and you don't think it's gonna increase this year?
this is for which budget? Mine?
I think I'm looking at the building.
The building?
still. Yeah.
So-
Again, I'm not looking to pump it up, it's just, is it realistic to keep it flat with all the increases that we're seeing all over the place?
So, yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, since I came, I've driven my own personal vehicle, I haven't driven the town vehicle. So, since March 31st of '25, there haven't really been any fuel expenses
Okay.
or maintenance expenses, because the vehicle's been parked.
Maybe that answers my question. Like I said, I'm just thinking out loud, just.
Yeah, the hope in the future, obviously, is to have a vehicle that's, usable.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to eliminate those line items at this point, but
Is there a problem with the vehicle? Is that why you're not driving it?
it's lived its life, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, so the vehicle, we brought this in a handful of years ago. It's a 2011 Ford Taurus. It wasn't in good shape then. It's in worse shape now.
Okay.
So we had hoped that the car was going to become a rotational car. It never did. Nobody would drive it. The seat's broken. It's not fixable. It's really funny because when police turn in the cars and we say it's only have 100,000 miles on it and they say it's more than that, well, once you get in it, you realize it. And so we weren't going to spend little in a car that was worth 10 grand. We weren't going to spend $8,000. So the inspectors have all used their own private vehicles. We'll be looking to make that change this fiscal year with the inspector. And then obviously, in the meantime, he has the right to charge off gas or whatever.
Okay, thanks.
It's less expensive to purchase a vehicle rather than pay miles to everyone, is that hard to say?
There's a tipping point at some point
There-
where, you know,
There is, and there's also a liability issue.
right.
And there's also a level of fairness, and we want, when Nick shows up, or when DPW shows up, or when police shows up, or when fire shows up, or inspector shows up, people should know that that's actually who they are.
Sure.
And so if they have a town designated vehicle and they can see it, I think that not only is it fair to the employee, it also gives an additional level of safety to the person when they're trying to access their house.
Okay. You doing town hall?
I am doing town hall.
Alright.
Lucky me. Town hall, couple things, nothing too crazy, but the first line item, and apologize because my printout is small, so it's gonna take me a few minutes to get across, but the heating, the fuel source from fiscal '26, we had a shortfall by about $1,500. Again, I didn't do the budget was the budget, so that increase is just hoping to align with, obviously, the costs of
Yeah.
fuel and things increasing over the year. Electricity, state level, because I think we have plenty. What I did for the property maintenance and janitorial, the 5240 line item, I combined the 5450 line item, which is custodial supplies. That's why it looks like such an increase,
Oh, yeah.
only because I felt like they're both one and the same. And less line items, I think, makes it easier to read the budget and go through the numbers.
Okay.
The other one, so the next one down would be the office repairs and maintenance. We had a shortfall there by about $541, which isn't much, but there's the request is for an additional 150 compared to last fiscal year, so just to try to limit, any potential for red lines.
Okay.
Then level, and then the last increase on that budget would be elevator maintenance. Again, is the service and the labor department in the country right now, the costs are increasing significantly. So we had a little bit of a increase there, only just to cover those standard labor and operating procedure costs going forward.
Okay. Any questions on this budget?
No?
Okay. Thank you all for that.
Like it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet all of you.
Appreciate it. Nice meeting you as well.
Annie, you're up next.
Ann Unitelli, Town Clerk. First budget is the town clerk's budget. Basically, it has increases, contractual increases. And then the only other thing is that it has, I found out, we originally were getting our records preserved through CPC. And then we were told that we can't do that anymore. And then I questioned it because I know a lot of other town clerks are doing it. So we went back to the state. They said they don't want I'm not gonna be able to say it. They don't want it digitalized. So if we're not doing that, then we can put it through there, which we don't do, because you have to preserve the actual
The
paper
original, yeah.
records. So I pulled that $7,500 out of my budget, and I'm going to the town meeting through CPC this year.
So the difference is if you're preserving the paper documents, you can go through
Yeah,
CPC, but not
yeah.
if you're getting it digital.
You're right.
Okay.
They didn't want them to be, us to throw away the archival copies, but we can't do that anyways.
Yeah, right.
So it doesn't make any sense at this point. We have to preserve them, we have to keep them.
Okay.
So,
They're always looking for some place to help out too.
yeah.
The funding. they get.
Exactly, yeah. Yep, so now that you'll see that at town meeting, and I'm asking for 10,000
Okay.
to do that.
And I forgot how far we had gone on this, like how much more do you have to go?
Oh, there's a lot. Yeah, there's tons. I mean, we made a good dent into like the really old stuff. The stuff I preserved this year, is the old warrants and everything, because those are permanent records. So that date way back, they're starting to get in really bad shape. So that's what they're working on with the money that I used this year, is to get those all
And
preserved.
you literally have to keep everything forever?
So a lot of the stuff is permanent, yes,
Really?
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, most of it is.
And what do you do with storage space?
Yeah, I have it in my safe.
It's all, you still
I still
have enough room?
I still
Wow.
have room in there, yeah. It's getting full, but there's a potential to add more shelving and stuff if needed to add more.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. And then it looks like animals. School? You're taking that out.
I took that out. I did that last year.
Okay.
I combined it into dues and meetings because it's the same thing.
Oh, okay.
It's basically the same. You use it for schooling or you use it for conferences to, where you take classes and stuff. So
Sure.
just to make it a little bit more simple,
Okay.
I moved it into one line.
Okay. And then adding something for bonding? segment?
Bonding's been there. That's there.
Oh, okay.
Every year there's $100 for a bond for me,
Okay.
in case I need it.
Okay. Any questions for Annie?
And then,
The elections.
yeah, which you see went up because there's 3 elections this year instead of 1. So that reflects that. And also, there's a new fee, $300 per election for the poll pads for programming and setting up. They don't charge for the town meetings, they just charge it for the elections. So there's 3 elections, so that'd be $900.
Okay.
And then 3 of my poll pads need to be upgraded because they won't be supported by the software as of December of this year.
Okay.
So I have 5 total, so 3 are up, so I have to replace those 3. And then the 2 others will be upgraded, I think 1 next year and 1 the year after that.
Okay.
It's so funny you say, because every year that Annie comes in during last year it was cheap.
Last year it went down.
It went down the
Yeah.
same amount. Now it goes up. But
Yeah.
I remember one year, a previous FinCom member actually said that, he goes, wow, because democracy is really expensive.
Yeah. It is.
There was literally a quote.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
That's
It was
Yeah.
Peter Fredrickson.
Ah, great minds.
Yeah. And now with vote by mail and early voting in person,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it is very expensive.
It gets complicated.
Yeah.
Well, if it's done right, it's complicated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Any other questions for Annie?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Have a good night.
Thank you. I think that was it, right? We got through them all. Next meeting is next week, next Thursday. I believe it's the school committee is coming next Thursday.
Both schools will be in next week.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
I recommend that people do their homework. I think it's always good to be prepared, so you can watch this. There was a school committee meeting on the budget on, I think it was the 9th. Was it the 9th?
They had it already?
Yeah, it was just, I believe, this past Monday.
Yeah, I think it was this past Monday, so if you wanna watch that
I'll watch
on,
that, yeah.
who's that? Where they post those? YouTube. YouTube?
Okay.
And then the Board of Selectmen will meet on Wednesday with the school department. If you have any interest in either going in person or watching that afterwards in preparation for when they come here, welcome to do that. There's always a lot going on in the schools, so it's good to have as much information as you can. I think that's it. Take a motion to adjourn.
Thanks, Mo.
I'll second it.
Thanks, Cheryl. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, we're out.